Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Feece School. Today, we'll be talking about how you can find a team of people that may have the same interest as you, where you guys can create something together. I've been through a lot of different teams. Most of them didn't work out too well, but when I created Feece Studios 4 years ago, it worked. It has a good team. Philip, Skylar, a select few of others that help me with projects, and you got to find the right team that works for you. And today I'll be talking about that. I also have a video on how to work in a team, but you can check that out as well. And let's get into the video. Okay, so the first step is to find people with similar interests. Whether you're interested in starting a website development company, an advertising company, a filmmaking company, whatever it is, you're gonna have to find people that want to help you and who can help you. Because if you do it by yourself, you're gonna get overwhelmed and it's not gonna work out. If you don't have any people you know personally that can help you, then a great way to start is, if you're in high school, maybe look into some clubs that can offer the same interest you're interested in. Maybe look into some social clubs. You can look online for clubs that could be around your community that could have the same interest as you. Or you could even, if you're going to community college or a four-year college, I'm sure they have plenty of clubs that could offer you interests that you can meet other people. You could work together, help each other to create a group where you create whatever it is. Now, friends are a great way to help you, and these friends should be people who always have your back, who also have a strong direction in what they want, and who are influentially passionate about what they're doing. My friend Philip, for example, he's been in a lot of my videos, and he is a great guy who has a clear direction of what he wants. He also is very creative, and he has a lot of good, intelligent things to think about. So people who are your friends, who support you, people like that who are your friends, it'll be more fun to create something than with people you just met. Okay, so my second point in this video is trial and error. So when you start your first music club, for example, or a coding club or whatever, it might collapse. It's probably gonna collapse the first time. The first couple of clubs you create, probably not gonna work out, because it takes trial and error to find the perfect group of people that works together well. My point is that it's gonna take trial and error. People won't exactly see what you're trying to do the first time around, but you gotta keep pushing on your vision, because no matter what it is, if you're trying to make a playwright, whatever, it's gonna take a while to fulfill your vision, have people see what you're trying to do. Another point is to stick to one industry. This kind of goes against my last video where I talked about don't limit yourself to one idea. My last video was how to find what you're passionate about, I'm pretty sure. And what I talked about was don't limit yourself. At the same time, let's say you want to be a book writer, and then you change your mind. Actually, I want to be a musician. Actually, I want to be a coder. That can be very dangerous, because then you're going to have to learn something new again, work really hard, develop a whole new team, change your whole routine. So it's good to stick to one industry, but at the same time, it's good to not limit yourself to that one industry. And trial and error also consists of picking members wisely. In a group, there are different roles. Obviously, there is the budgeter, the money budgeter in a business. There's the marketer, or even in a club, there's the mascot, there's the leader, whatever it is. But what I mean by pick members wisely, and what I mean by find the right group of people, in any group that works really well, there's the visionary, and then there's the brainy guy who has good strategy. For example, me and Skylar have good vision, and Skylar's also very brainy. You've seen it in my videos, I'm sure. Philip is very strategic on how we can make good content, how we can appeal to the people, and how the scripts can make sense and all that. I'm more of a think outside the box, and sometimes I think outside the box too much and think of crazy ideas. Philip tones it down and makes it a lot more realistic. So you gotta find the right group of people that work well together, and it's gonna get messy sometimes. I can't tell you how much times me and Philip get at each other, but in the end we make a great project. You're gonna get at each other in team members and when you're making something. But that's the beauty of it. Sometimes you're mad, sometimes you're happy. You're gonna be at each other so much when making a team or working in a team, but just remember you're doing it for a good cause. Choosing the team members. Well, this is the third section in this episode. Now, when you create a team, I talked about this in the last step, but you're gonna wanna find people with good values. Now, there are a lot of people who have different values. Some people don't really have any values. You don't want to pick those people. You're going to want to pick people with a great skill set too. People who have been in maybe what you're doing and are very educated in it. There's the skill set to everything. You're going to want to find people who have good skill sets in numbers, people who are good with memorizing, people who are good with remembering when to come over, who won't flake on you as well. So don't pick people who just sit around the house and don't do really much. Pick people who are going to school, going to work, really ambitious about what they're doing and want something more. It's good to remember, make sure this person or this group of people is very driven. And a good balance with people. If one person doesn't like another person, try not to have them, definitely don't have them work together, and probably don't even bring them onto the team. You have to make sure the team is balanced well and can work together without, because you're gonna get mad at each other plenty of times without having people that don't like each other. So if these people do like each other, it'll be a lot easier. Another thing is don't rush business relationships. When you meet someone new who has a really good vision, who seems really driven, and you just met this guy, but you're like, oh, this guy's so cool, I totally should bring him into my business. It can seem really exciting and really fun to have someone new to work with, but still bring him in slowly, him or her, into the group slowly, no matter how exciting it may be, because you gotta make sure that A, they work well together in the team, B, that they're actually not gonna flake. This person may be acting ambitious, but he or she may not want to actually put in the effort to create something. So you gotta make sure these people aren't BSing you. My fourth and last point, understand what's ahead. And I brought this up many times. It maybe seem really exciting to start a production company and be all making movies and being behind the camera, being in front of the camera, being all letting your creativity out. But then once you start, you realize you have to do so much work. You have to make sure you bring everything to set. You have to make sure you write the script well. You have to make sure you got the casting right, yada yada, especially in filmmaking. There's so much. But you have to understand what's ahead. There's gonna be, usually in any industry, a lot of work when you're working in a group together. Work will come. And you have to make sure you want this industry and really are passionate about it. And it drives you, because if it doesn't, then it'll seem more like an obligation and you won't want to do it as much. But if it seems like something you want to do, even if you don't want to do it, you'll still do it. And there's gonna be times you don't want to write that screenplay, or you don't want to film or go to this production. But remember, A professional does it even if he doesn't want to. A hobbyist does it just when he feels like it and when he has the time. So those are the two distinct differences in my opinion. And collaborate well on the team. You gotta collaborate well on the team. Once you create the team, don't be going off doing your own thing. You have to be involved with you have to listen to the team, respond with new ideas, and be influential within the team. And that's a whole nother video, collaborating within the team, but you gotta learn how to be inside the team and not just outside the team. And yeah, so that's it for Feece School today. Thank you so much for watching. And if you have any ideas for what I should do in the future, let me know. Also, in the next week or two, a new short film series is coming out, and it will be out very, very, very soon. Also, I'm working on Reload Rock. I posted a couple months ago some Reload Rock related. It's an animation, not Story of Trey, another animation that I'm working on. So that will come out soon. And also Story of Trey, and new episodes coming out soon. Lots of content coming soon. So enjoy and stay tuned for more.